has been since I saw thee on Ilkley Moor Baht. Where has been since I saw...
Morning. Hopefully you can see me and hear me okay. Because I hurt my hip the last time I were out, if you watch my last video you'll know I slipped down a hill. I've come to one of my local permissions to have a gentle wander around to see how my hip holds out, because I'm supposed to be going out next week to a really interesting site. We'll see how today holds out. So last time I were here, if you remember, I found a Roman fibula, a little tiny fibula, which has now entered on the Postal Antiquities scheme and will be given to the landowner. Everything I find on my permissions goes to the landowner after, either if it doesn't need recording or after I've recorded it. So we'll see how it goes. Oh, before I start, before the first hole, here's a public service announcement. If any of the digs I've been on, anyone's found a Hero 9 battery like that in a plastic bag, let me know. It's not a standard battery, it's got that black stripe on it, look. Because I've lost it. But I'll match it the first spot. It's showing a 87, 89. Oh, I forgot that this ground was stony here near the gate. It could be a false reading and a bit of scrap, but there were a load of musket balls or porter catapult balls down here last time I came. Could it be a bit of surface rubbish? Oh, I put my gloves on. Marked up. Oh well, on 86, 87, turn you around a bit. Right, so let's have a dig. I've turned the sensitivity down on core a bit because I'm near some overhead power cables. Now we're getting a bit of sparkly interference in the sidewall, I think. Oh, a musket ball. Now, someone told me that they're probably not musket balls, they're probably poacher's shots that they use for catapult, because the is it called the sprue, hasn't been smoothed off, so there's two there, so they've obviously been cast and not rounded off. Well, there's a bit of an iron grunt, but it's clean that way. Let's give it a 82. You know, the iron's there, look, and there. But there's definitely a clean patch there. Right, let's see. Somehow I've managed to turn off my bleep 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 on me. What's that? Oh, bit of flint. Something there. Sorry how much you've been collecting grass seeds for a food supply and I've gone and ruined it. Right, what is it? Tip off a walking stick, I think. Don't think it's silver. Right, there's a blowing maze off 92 there. So let's see where it is. Is that a bit of clay pipe? Yeah, it's a stick. Still down there. Oh. Whoever it were that said, this Deus can't go deep, we're talking through the backside. What's that? Bit of pottery, I think. Maybe not. It was just being red on the outside and a black core that got me. There. What's that? Oh, brooch. Not a brooch, it's a buckle. Can you see? Oh. Quite an early one, I think. I'm not well up on buckles. I shall have to read up on them because I keep finding them these days. Bronze from looks of it, or at least copper alloy as it's described. I think it's an early type, but I'll need to look in the books. No. Right, we're very close to a scheduled monument, and in Dorset we have a voluntary 5 metre distance that we keep away when we're detecting. So this is as close as I can get, which is a shame. But rules is rules. Well, voluntary rules is rules. We need to preserve these ancient monuments. So I'll do my bit. 92, 94, in the hole still. It's silly, I never did do a ground balance. Very simple to do with the Deus. Hold the pinpointer down and balance it, bounce it. There, all the crackling's gone now. Beautiful. That's better. Right, I think that's it. Yeah. Whoops. It's a buckle, but I think it's a modern buckle off a watch. It seems to have a fold over clip type catch. Oh, that's giving me a nice repeatable 87. Almost there. Oh, I can see it already. Oh, it's a coin. Oh. It's a modern one. But Queen Liz II, so it's a decimal half p. Decimal getting a strong. 42, 45. Probably lead, but let's have a look. The hole, and it's saying in the 50s now. That's deep, wherever it is. Still no sign. Oh, I'm getting bleep, bleep, bleep at long last. Okay. What's that? Another musket ball? No, it's a stone. Wait a minute. It's in this clump here. Bring it here up. Oh, gold. There's gold in them there hills. It is. Is it gold? Glove off. Squirt your bottle. What is it? It's some kind of pendant. Oh, it's yeah, there's nothing on it. The seal, a seal fob. Used hanging from watch chains and what have you. There's a line of solder there, so it might not be gold. Unless it's gold soldered to not gold. Needs better clean up. Oh, hang on, I've got the toothbrush. There we go. That's why my teeth are so yellow. I have my toothbrush in my phone's bag. It's a vibrating one as well. Only the best. Can't get the muck out of there. It's a bit. Oh, hang on. Might be able to. I think it is gold, you know. A good diagonal 85, 87. I have here some modern horse jumps, so it could be anything. One of the other permissions I've got that's got jumps on it, 90% of what I find near the jumps is modern pocket change that they've lost while they've been packaging. Down there. Who's it? Big lump of lead, I think. Yeah. Big lump of lead. I lied when I said I was going to stop detecting. I'm nearly under trees, but I couldn't walk over a repeatable 88. Oh. And not have a dig. Curious fleet. Something is there. Oh, another musket ball come. There. Catapult ball. I'm back at the car to change the camera battery and to have it dry out. It was getting very wet in that rain, and I hadn't put my raincoat on. It's here in the car, so I'll put it on again if I go out again, because my hip is hurting like hell. The pasture I've been in is called Brooklands, and yet we're on top of a chalk ridge a few hundred metres high. Nearest brook's is about 2 miles away. But I'm as wet as if I'd been wading through one. Not to worry. I've found some nice things. The bit of gold were a surprise. The only historical thing, I think, is the buckle, which I haven't dated yet, but 13th, 14th century seems to be what springs to mind. But, as I say, I'm frequently wrong on dating buckles. So, I'll have a bit of rest and a think, because this rain doesn't seem to be easing off. Although it was forecast to stop. And come back again later, and then sunny in the afternoon. It was only forecast as a shower. But, we'll see. So, just in case it's my last one, bye.